Hey y'all, hey everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Life with CeCe the podcast. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. If you missed the live, you're probably listening. So today I have something really special for y'all. I got my girl Kardyy P in the building. We're going to be talking all things health and wellness. We're going to be talking about the journey just to becoming a better and healthier you. And I know a lot of people in this day and age, we are, the pandemic, we done gained a few pounds that we didn't want or need, Lord Jesus. And we trying to figure out how to get him up out of there. Okay. Okay. And so I have Kardyy here with me by way of Florida,
Yeah.
all the way from Florida, period. And we're here and we're going to be talking about, like I said, health and wellness and just the whole journey. Kardyy has an amazing, amazing story, and I can't wait for her to share it with you all. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all share the link with somebody that may need to hear this or may need a little motivation, inspiration. Kardyy is that girl, okay? Because when I say I was inspired by her story, man, I haven't started my journey yet, but I gotta get in the right mindset so I can get there. Um, but Kardyy, but before we get all the way into it, I like to do this game called Classy Bougie Churchy. I just need you to tell me one thing about yourself that's classy.
Um, Interesting. I don't even really consider myself as so classy. Like I'm chill. Tell me you're classy and then I'll tell you my class.
My classy, a lot. Well, I was gonna give what everybody say, like the way you carry yourself, or the things you like. You just like nice things. That's classy about you. I don't even think I can answer this question. What's classy about me? Classy. I mean, the way that I guess you could say the way I dress, not during the week, but like for church, I feel like that's classy to me.
Really, I'll say, well, I do care for my weight. I'll say I carry myself well. I think people really loves the way I dress. Like when I do dress up, because I'm like a sporty girl. I'm tomboyish. So when I do dress up, people be like, dang, that girl can dress. And I'm in my head like, I just threw on anything. But so I'll definitely say the way I dress, my weight up, I'll say, and
Mm.
my kicks, because I love sneakers. Sneakerhead.
Mm.
Gonna keep me some J's on. So
Mm.
on any type of shoe that's fire, I'm gonna keep them on my feet.
Period. What is bougie about you?
Bro. I don't I definitely don't consider myself bougie. Like I don't think I have it in me. Do you think I'm bougie when I'm like chatting with y'all?
No, not at all. I don't think you're bougie, but you may have something like a taste in food, or you don't do fast food. Like for me, and this is the most common answer I've gotten is hotels. Like, but
Oh,
I'm not finna do no Motel 6 or nothing like that. Like it gotta be 4 stars and above. But even though if I'm by myself, I tend to go to a 3 star sometimes.
oh, that's bougie for real. But I'll say I'm gonna take it since we talk about health and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and just let the world know that I don't do soda. I'm
Ah,
a lot of people neck already because y'all like y'all soda.
yes.
It's a no for me. I drink a gallon of water a day or more. I love juice, don't get me wrong, but my
Mm.
water definitely outweighs everything. And I'm not a soda girl. I won't say that I don't drink it from time to time, but it's very rare. Like if I go out to eat or something, I'll order like 9 10. Ordering an Arnold Palmer, but I'll get like Sprite. Now I'll kill a ginger ale, but it got to be coming from my mama. Like if she drinking it, I drink hers because it's good when you get it from your people.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but
That
I don't do soda, y'all. Soda
that
is
is
like,
definitely bougie to me because I be thinking like when I first had my weight loss surgery, I was like, oh no, I don't drink soda. That was so bougie to me. I'm like, people who do that are so bougie.
yeah, I don't do like I really, really don't do soda. Like I'm not even playing.
Like I don't do so like that is so funny to me. Also if y'all are here, drop a comment so we can say hi to y'all. I don't know if I'm getting the Facebook comments this week or not. Maybe only YouTube. Sometimes this app likes to mess up. But and the last question before we jump into this journey, what is churchy about you?
Man, listen, if you play some worship music around me, I'm gonna worship and I'm gonna fall out. Like in my crew, cause we like young in the church and we always be goofing around when we get the little videos and the music be bobbing and you like go to like dancing and going in.
Mhm.
But real life, like, and we just joke, like everything be churchy. Like conversation is just churchy. Like we'll church clap. Like we just conversation is just churchy because I'm like around them 24/7. But we have church jokes. We just play.
Yes. No, that's real. That's a true church kid for you. Like your everyday conversations are just churchy. You can't help it. You cannot help it. So, like I said, thank you so much for that. That part is always fun to me, and I think I forgot to do it like a couple episodes ago, but we back on it. I'm getting back on it. So, before we jump into your journey, I just want to give a little backstory on why I wanted to do this. Back in 2015, actually October 20th, 2015, I myself had a weight loss surgery. After that, I mean, it went pretty good. Like at first, it was scary. I was like, I was not eating no sugar, no anything. I was all things healthy. I'm like, I don't want to die. I was doing everything right. Then maybe about 6 months out, I tapped into like, little sugar here, eating the soul food here, you know what I'm saying? A little bit at a time. I couldn't eat much. But once I started back eating like full meals and stuff, the weight started to come back and I kind of got discouraged and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have another surgery so I can lose some more weight because it's just like I don't think that I could ever lose the weight. And that's my real reason for doing the surgery in the first place. But my girl Kardyy here, she has, like I said, an amazing story, and I'm gonna let her tell her story. She did everything all natural, and I'm so proud of her. But like I said, it might be somebody else like me. Like you might have had the surgery before. You might have been to the gym and wasting your money on a gym membership because you like ain't nothing working. But I'm telling you, I have Kardyy here with me today, and she's gonna inspire us all. And hopefully tomorrow I get up and work out. I get up and work out. Maybe. I don't know. So Kardyy, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the people know, where you're from and all that. And then we can jump into it.
Well, hello. First, thanks for having me. See, I naturally turn stuff down like this, but in this season of my life, God is like, say yes. Like you're trying to open up the doors for yourself. So sometimes you have to get uncomfortable and do things like this in speaking. So thank you for having me and pushing me. You already
Yeah.
know what my general answer was, but we spun the block and here we are.
Right.
But my name is Kardasha, y'all, but I go by Kardyy. My girls, they call me Cardi P.
Yeah.
Um, and I love to tell people I was Cardi before Cardi B came out popular. That
Yeah.
and it's Cardi with a K with two Y's. You know, I always be telling folks that. But that's my little joke. But I'm from Florida, Fort Myers, Florida. If y'all know of it, the 239. Um, the Sunshine State is hot around here, but that's where I was born.
Wish I was in Florida.
Yeah. It's actually, well, it's calmed down a lot. It was storming out there, and I'm from here, so little stuff like when it's ice or something outside, which we very rarely get, it amazes me. And just now, it was raining hail, like a lot of it, and I was so surprised. And so I captured a video of it because we from Florida, so we don't see that often. But yeah, so I was born and raised here. Um, and I'm honestly I've been on my weight loss journey. It's going on almost 3 years. Like in a couple months, it'll be 3 years of consistency of being on my weight loss journey. And
Mhm.
I gotta say that it's been rocky, ups and downs. It's not easy. It's a everyday going process. I'm not gonna say that I'm perfect at it, and I'm not anywhere near where I want to be. But really, what drove me to weight loss was just being in deep dark depression, feeling unloved, not worthy, just disgusted with my body, being bullied, being picked on, always being the heavier person around, and just being insecure.
Mhm.
And it got to the point where I had to go through all that, and then God put me on a journey of literally learning to love myself as I was before I even was able to lose a pound. Like, before I lost any weight, I literally had to go on a self-love journey, and I had to, began to love myself with the weight that I have, literally from right where I'm at. So I always try to encourage people literally to love yourself right where you're at. And then that's where your real process begins. So once I started that process, then, I took a turn into the whole weight loss journey. And before I even stepped foot into a gym, I lost 30 pounds within my first couple months by just changing my eating habits. And I see a lot of people, of my age and older, is starting to take their weight loss serious, and it really like makes my heart happy because I know for our culture, African American people, we eat good food, we eat soul food
Yeah.
to us, but it's not good for our bodies. You
Right.
know, that's why we experience a lot of diabetes and high blood pressure and just all of the wrong health problems because of, the what we put in our bodies. So it's still a learning process for me. I feel like I would have been further along with my process if I would have learned about eating the proper things, because when I first got into this, I was like, cool, if I portion it right, I can still eat what I want. Of course, that's my people around me that doesn't know any better. They're like,
Right.
you can eat, you just can't eat a lot. But that's not true, because if you eat a lot of anything, it's not good for you. When you eat a lot
Right.
of fruit, people be like, well, I won't eat food, I'll eat a lot of fruit. Fruit has sugar in it.
Right.
You eat a lot of that, that's not good for you. And so I am really, really learning a lot a lot of things, and I won't say it's easy. Like, I've gained weight, lost weight, been stuck at a certain number, and all of these things. So it's just a really, really rocky journey. But I would say consistency is definitely the key, and
Mhm.
finding you some strong support. A support system is vital. Like, on the days that you don't want to do anything, having some support, having somebody in your ear, to remind you of how far you've gone and where you came from is very, very important to your journey.
No, that's good. Like, I wanted to go back to um where you said before you even started losing weight, you had to love yourself where you were. And what can you go back to that moment? Like, what made you like, okay, I have to start this journey?
Well, being heavier, and I'm sure you can agree with me, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Body hurting, certain parts of you is rubbing together, you're tired, and you just don't look good or feel good. You always sick and all this stuff because your
Mhm.
body right. And I just got tired of, feeling disgusted and being in a dark place because of how I look and how I felt. So I had to really like sit in that for a moment. And once I sat in it, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. So I one day, the light just hit me. I'm gonna do this. And I've started and stopped.
Mhm.
started and stopped because in the beginning I was doing it because people would be mean to me and be like, "You should lose weight, you should do it." Da, da, da." But as long as people were telling me I should do it, I would never stick to.
Yeah.
But the moment that my mindset changed and I told myself that I wanted to do it for a better and healthier me, not because I'm getting bullied into it or because I'm this way or that way, but because I genuinely wanted to do it for myself, that's when the game really changed for me. And that's when I
Yeah.
was able to be like, yeah, we can do this for real this time.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I'm so proud of you. And I want you to tell the people where to follow you at so they can go and get your whole story. You got, I know, YouTube videos and all of that.
I have a YouTube channel, y'all. I literally dropped a documentary of my weight loss journey so far on YouTube, and you can find me on YouTube at Kardyy Patterson. I'm sure C will put it in here somewhere for y'all
Yeah.
to um and it's my documentary of just my journey of how I am uh where I am right now. And then on Instagram, you guys can follow me at Kardyy_journey. I really post a lot on my Instagram day to day. I try to post as much as I can and really let y'all in on my weight loss journey. I share my weaknesses, I share my strengths, and I try to just be very real. However, I'm not very active on there at the moment. I mean, I'm putting some stuff together. Ah, oh, okay, you still there? Sorry. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm not so active on there at the moment because I'm actually out on injury, which sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks really bad. It's been going on. This is the third week that I haven't been able to work out and I'm sick. But I feel like God has called me to a season of rest and something that I want to expound on, and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about my injury. Make sure you listen to your body and you take care of your body, because if you don't listen to your body and you don't rest, it will shut down on you and force you to rest.
Wow.
Yeah, so about 2 weeks ago, one Sunday, I ended up in the ER because I was in pain. Like my lower back was on fire and my whole left side of my body. It started that Saturday evening. And mind you, I took a day off from the gym. So, I rested that whole Friday. I slept, I relaxed. And then the next day, I was chilling all Saturday, and that evening, me and my mom and my sisters decided to go hang out for a little bit. And when we were walking, I was limping and I was like talking to myself. I was like, "What's up with this? Like, girl, walk straight. Like, what's the problem?" But pain began to like get worse and worse. And all throughout the night, it got worse, and I was like, dang, I don't know what this is. I tried to go to bed that night. It was uncomfortable for me. I woke up in the middle of the night in
Mm.
excruciating pain. Like I tried to get up, I had to pull myself up on my bed, and once I finally got up, I put pressure on my left side and I nearly fell to the ground. Like
Wow.
I could not hardly walk. And so I had to get myself to my mom room. My mom was half asleep. I don't think she even realized I told her, but I was like, I'm gonna go to the hospital because, and mind y'all, I know this is a thing in our culture. We're afraid of the hospital. I'm not a fan of the hospital. So I was in pain if I decided to go there.
Yeah.
Pain. I drove myself to the hospital, limping. And I didn't think it was prideful, but I'm gonna just admit it now. When I got there, the lady was like, "Do you want a wheelchair?" I was like, "No, ma'am." I mean, I should have said yeah, but I was like, "No, ma'am. I'm gonna get
I
on in
will get a
here."
wheelchair real quick.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna just get on in here. Checked in. They asked me all of the questions. Boom, 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 and they end up X-raying me and the doctor came back in and he was like, you have something up with your spine. And he gave me an example. He was like, our spine stacks straight up and down. He was like, your spine has a bend in it, and that's what's causing your pain. And I'm like, dang, I was wondering if this was like a reoccurring thing, and just by me doing my workouts and stuff, it finally surfaced. But
Mm,
through all of that, they gave me some heavy behind medication. They gave me a steroid. They gave me muscle relaxant plus 800 ibuprofen. And when I say the medication had me in and out, like it was horrible. It made me sick. Like it has been, this is like the best week that I felt that I don't feel sick, I don't feel exhausted, I don't feel in and out, because these past 2 weeks I've been like in and out of sick because the medication just made me so sick. Now it helped the pain,
mm,
it made me sick. So with all of that, I had to stop doing all extracurricular activities, and that hurt me to my heart. I was trying to rush it. I was like telling them, I was like, let my trainer know, like, as long as the medication working, I can work out. But they was like, no, take this serious. And so I had to go see my primary care doctor, and they recommended me to do physical therapy. And last week was my first day of physical therapy, and physical therapy is not so fun. It's actually uncomfortable.
exactly. Exactly.
They stretch you, they
Mm.
you, and they make you do things that you don't want to do. Like it low key make your pain worse. But anyway,
Exactly. I tell them every time I feel worse when I leave
yeah.
here.
And it low key make your pain worse, but once you come up out of there, you do feel good. But you gotta push through the
Yeah.
in order to, So I'm going through that process, and I'm just hoping to be able to get back to my best self and be able to get back to what I was doing in the gym. But I can't even lie. Like, I'm anxious to get back to the gym, but I'm a little afraid because I'm like, what if I bend
Yeah.
the way? What if I squat the wrong way? Will I be able to lift without being afraid that I'm going to re injure myself? So,
Right.
I have all of that going on, and it almost took me to a real dark place. Like, even during my weeks of sickness, I almost slipped back into depression because I was just like just overwhelmed, just in pain, just fearful, just scared. Every emotion hit me, and I had no choice but to sit in it because I can't do anything. The gym was my escape. So
Right.
out the gym, I had to feel all of that, sit with that, and I like I say, this is the best. Like, today is Monday, but this is the best that I felt since going through that whole process.
So that was gonna be my next question. Do you feel like after this, and first of all, we're definitely praying for a speedy recovery for you, honey.
Something is wrong with
Can
sound.
you hear me?
Your sound, like, it sounds funny.
Is it distorted?
It sounds like a duck, bro.
I can hear you good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it sounds crazy. Like, I can make out what you're saying.
Can can everybody else hear me? Uh-oh. I don't know if y'all can't hear me, put it in the comments. I can't even see all the comments, I don't think. Yeah, I can only see the YouTube comments because Facebook wants to act crazy again. Can you hear me?
It sounds crazy. Oh my god.
Not again.
Oh my god. I
Hold
don't.
on. Hold on. I'm gonna take myself out and I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
Hold up. Can you hear me now?
It still
What about now?
still sound like it's very squeaky, bro.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
hear me clearly?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
I can hear you perfectly fine. That's what you said. But you sound funny.
I don't know what this audio is
Do
gonna
you
sound.
have headphones
I
in?
don't, and I'm using my iPad, and I don't want to refresh it that way because we're gonna lose the whole thing.
Oh, the devil. Come on, man. What is going on?
What is happening? So sorry, y'all. Give us a second. Give us a second. Hold on. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
It still sound crazy.
Stop, Kardyy. This okay? Well, I
I
don't know
wish that I wish.
what is happening. Okay, I'm gonna refresh this, y'all. We're just gonna have to cut. I'm not cutting this part out. Hold on, 1 second. I hope it doesn't lose you.
Uh,
All right, we back. You can't hear me still?
I can hear you, but it sounds crazy.
Oh my god.
Like it's not clear at all.
Oh my god. Let me
Like
log off from my phone.
ask me something I probably can't make it out.
Oh my Jesus. Hold on. Let me try to log on from my phone. I don't know what's happening. So sorry, technical difficulties. What am I looking for? Oh, the link. Here it is. Hold on. Gotta take myself out of here. Hello, can you hear me?
Why does it sound like that?
Refresh yours, Kardyy.
You changed devices and it still sounds ducky.
Refresh yours.
Huh?
Refresh yours.
Huh?
Refresh.
You said refresh?
Yes. I'm cracking up. I don't know. Can y'all hear me? I'm looking at my iPad and my phone now. If y'all can hear me and you're watching from YouTube, if you're watching from Facebook, I can't hear you. I mean, I can't see your comments at all because. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it still sounds crazy.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what's happening. She said I can hear y'all. Do it
Did
sound
you
crazy?
is it because there's an auto setting. Let me see. Let me
I'm
see.
about to switch back to my iPad real quick. Hold on. Let me mute this.
Mic volume. One of them is on mute. Try that. You're on mute now. Mute. Now it's silent. I'm reading your lips. No, I can't hear you. This can't be happening. There's like a setting with auto. Are you like maneuvering with that? It's so quiet. Like I just can read your lips.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you speaking.
It's still squeaking. It's still squeaking.
It's squeaky. I don't know. Should I like leave and try to come back?
I did.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is so ghetto. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening. This has never happened. So sorry. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. This is also on my phone and it's driving me crazy because it's echoing. Oh, let me bring you back. Let me see.
It sounds good now. We back. Hallelujah.
Oh my god, I do not know what happened, but
That's crazy.
that's fine. Usually, okay, so what happens when you're not using a desktop computer? If you're on here for like a little bit, the sound will go out and start acting crazy, but I don't know why. But it's fine. We're gonna keep on rolling. So I did have a question for you.
Yeah.
So with your injury, you can understand me now, right?
Mm, it's everything's good.
Okay, great. With your injury, did you feel like a little bit nervous, like, oh, what if I'm gonna gain weight back during this time or something like that?
Wow, you loud. You in my business. First of all, so I just went to the doctor's like a couple days ago, and I definitely have gained some weight back, like 10 to 15 pounds. If I could be real, this is my first time seeing that.
Mhm,
Um, and it's definitely sad, but I can accept it because I knew, like, in those 2 weeks of me just being sad and stuff and not feeling myself, and honestly on the pity party, I just began to like feed my cravings. And I normally don't run to food, like, for comfort. That's not a thing for me, but in this instance I ran to like sweets, like ice cream and cereal, like all of my favorite things
mhm,
that I normally crave, and I normally can fight it, but I was in a mood where I was like, I don't care, I want it. It's gonna make me feel better, so I'm gonna eat it.
mhm,
And then not being active in the past, like I'll eat some stuff that I normally wouldn't eat, but because I'm being active, I'm burning it off. But in this season of my life, I can't really do that because there's only a certain amount of things that I can do, that I'm allowed to do, and then there's a certain amount that my body would allow.
mhm.
So I I've said it. I was like, I feel like my body is like not trying to fight with me. It's not
Yeah.
fighting for me. I feel like it has gave up on me.
Mhm,
Like I'm getting injured and I'm doing all the things right. And I'm like, how did I get injured? Because my trainer, she like specializes in form, like so we won't hurt ourselves. Like, like if she see you doing something wrong, she gonna stop you and correct you so that you won't hurt yourself. And then she always, she's good with nutrition, and she's always asking me, and she's always, constantly checking in. And that's one thing that I tell people too. I'm like, you can have trainers, you can have nutritionists, you can have all of these things, but you have to do the work, because at the end of the day, they're not with you 24/7, 365. They're not preparing your meals for you, you know. So you definitely have to make the right decisions for yourself. And I had to admit and accept that I knew that I was doing wrong. So I knew that when I went to the doctor, I literally prep talked myself, and I was praying, and I was like, God, this is my truth. I know that I've been flagging. Like, I know what I've been doing. So I hope it's not too bad, but I'm going to get on the scale because I know she's going to weigh me. So it was
mhm,
my 6 month check in. Um, so I know she was gonna weigh me, and I was like, I'm gonna accept it, and I'm gonna just use this as my fresh start. Like, I'm gonna see what the numbers is, and we're gonna go from there.
mhm,
So yeah, that's where we're at, and I end up even messaging. She asked me, and I told her, I was like, life just happening, and
mhm.
she was like, but you're doing so good, so I don't want you to fall back into
Yeah.
that, because you worked so hard. And I even mustered up enough to text my trainer and just have a heart to heart with her and tell her how I felt, told her that I gained some weight and all of this. And I thought she was going to be upset, but she just was so gentle with me and so kind. And she even motivated me. And I was like, I'm being so hard on myself, and these people are literally loving me,
Yeah.
during all of this. So, to answer your question, yes, I did gain some weight, and it sucks.
Mhm.
But with me knowing that I gained weight, I've also lost like 5 pounds since my fresh start. So we definitely celebrate small
Yes.
things over here.
Mhm.
Um, so, that's a plus for me. And that was, I'm like, God know how to just, spark his child and send some type of motivation.
Mm,
So that really blessed me.
mhm.
Um, so we're back on this thing, ups and downs. And, as I'm going to physical therapy, whatever they allow me to do, I'll do it. I can walk
Mm.
and I can cycle. Um, but I can't go as long as I normally can, because if I'm standing or applying a certain amount of pressure, I do ache and I'm in pain and I have to kind of just chill. To be honest, how I'm sitting right now, I ain't got no support. It hurts, but
Me too,
it's
child.
all right.
Mhm.
But yeah, we trucking and we pushing through. And
So my last, well, maybe not my last, but what advice would you give to someone who's trying to make that decision to change their life to becoming a better them? I know you said you gotta, get in touch with yourself, love yourself right before you make the decision. But like, what helps you stay consistent, and what advice could you give them to be consistent in their journey?
so I would first start by saying, you gotta find a routine that works for you, because what works for somebody else may not work for you. So you dib and dab and find a comfort in a routine that works for you. And you start small. Like, some people try to start cold turkey and they end up quickly going back to their old ways because they run out really quick. For me, I just started small. I started stripping the things that wasn't good for me away slowly. I started with portioning, then I started with replacing, like finding the things that I love to eat, finding a healthier way to cook it or a healthier version to have it. And I started implementing just little changes, and from time to time, it kind of build up into a routine. I don't really call it healthy eating and all that stuff. I just call it a lifestyle change, because
Yeah.
anything we do these days, it's a reflection of our lifestyle. And so, I really would say, find a routine that works for you. Don't listen to the outsiders and don't listen to what somebody says works for them, because we're different people. We have different agendas, we have different needs, we have different body types, and you might have a different goal versus what somebody else have a goal. So you find what works for you, and you be gentle with yourself, and you literally have to love yourself while you're becoming a better version of yourself. That's literally a saying for me. That is a thing for me. Like, literally, you have to love yourself while you're becoming a better you. And within my whole process, that is how I'm trying to motivate everybody. And that's why I try to be as open and as transparent as I am with my journey, because a lot of people are around here doing great things and they speak it and they look good and they present themselves great, but they don't have any action or no proof to show for it. And I'm all about action. Like, people that I look up to, they show me and they act it out, and I can trust them and I can believe them. So I'm about action, and there's proof in the pudding. So I'm out here trying to be the proof. And if somebody see me, see my weight, see my height, and see that I'm capable of, then I know that they'll be capable of. And so, be the example. Find you a great example
Mhm.
and create a routine that works for you. And, don't be so rough on yourself. I have to take that on at my own advice, because I am like my biggest critic, my
Right.
biggest hater. I'm like all of that. And in this season, I'm definitely learning to rest and be gentle with myself as I am telling the folks. So
Right.
I hope that helps somebody out there.
Amen. So this has been really good. Before I let you go, you have if you're watching, you can see this, but if you're listening, you can't see it. But go to her page and you'll see it. You have this sweatshirt, Kardyy over Kardyy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so y'all, I am out here trying to be an entrepreneur. I'm coming up in the business world. It is going to be a thing. I'm speaking it now, and I'm working behind the scenes to get my gear out. This is my logo. This is one of the hoodies that I will be presenting and having out there for the folks. But I am starting my motivational fitness apparel. I'm starting with fitness apparel, and I'll sooner or later journey out there into other things. But for now, I'm going to use fitness apparel to motivate my folks, more so my plus size sisters. This one is definitely for us first. Of course,
Period.
I provide for everybody in their respective places, but my gear is to motivate you to be comfortable and look good while you're becoming a better version of yourself. I have like so many quotes that live in my head that I want to present to you on shirts, and the logo is going to be there, but I want to provide shirts and leggings and boy shorts and sports bras, but of comfort, good material. I know one of my insecurities when I would go to the gym is, how I look, how I present myself. I see, some girls, they wear their sports bras and they have nice bodies and all of this stuff. And I'm like, Kardyy can't do that, because my biggest insecurity and one of the main things that I'm working on is my back fat, and certain bras and things that I wear, it's uncomfortable because it rolls, and
Hmm.
it makes me uncomfortable. So I'm trying to present comfortable things for my sisters, so when they go to the gym, they can look good, they can feel good while they grinding to become even finer. So
Period.
definitely y'all be on the lookout. I have a website. If y'all follow me on Instagram, click the link in my bio. It's gonna give you the rundown of everything, and I'm trying to get my business off the ground. If you want to be a blessing, my PayPal is on there. But you can go to my Instagram, click the link in my bio, and all things cardio with Kardyy. And y'all just be on the lookout, because we are definitely about to bring the gear. It's going to be motivational. It's definitely Christian vibes. My favorite quote that I live by is Philippians 4:13. I can
Period.
do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If it wasn't for Christ, I would not even be able to present my journey to anybody, because if it was me and my own way, I would just be out here doing it silent,
Mhm.
because I'm introverted at heart. I like to be to myself, but God is really pushing me to push this. So I just want to put it out there. So y'all definitely look out, cuz I'm about to bring some heat.
Period.
Can't wait to present it. In my season of rest, I'm definitely out here grinding. And I'm
Period.
partnering with CeCe. She tried to put me on the spot. But she is helping me, FYI. So y'all definitely be on the lookout, and y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe to both of our channels, but definitely subscribe to C, because she's doing a great thing, and I appreciate you for bringing me on your platform and just giving me an opportunity to share me. It's a blessing, and I really just pray that God continue to use you to bless us. And I really appreciate you for having me.
No, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Y'all go follow her page. She told you it's Kardyy underscore journey, right?
Kardyy, two Y's. It's KARDYY underscore journey on Instagram, and the link to my YouTube, all of that. You click the link in my bio, it's gonna take you to my website, and that is gonna take you to my YouTube. Y'all check out my documentary. If
Mhm.
y'all run those numbers up on there, I'm gonna drop another video on YouTube.
Period.
My
We
plan was
up.
to create another documentary to lead up into my third year, but because I'm injured, I really don't have much to give right now. But be on the lookout, because like I said, I got a lot of ideas, and I'm no longer sitting on the ideas that God has given me. He's bringing so many beautiful people around me to help push this
Yeah.
agenda, and what I don't know, he's blessing me with so many talented people. And so together, kingdom people, we about to get it popping. So y'all definitely
Period.
click the link in my bio, follow me, ask me questions, inbox me. I'll respond. I promise. I'm not bougie. I'm not like these people that get big headed. I will respond. Ask me, hit me up, and y'all keep me lifted in your prayer because I'm trying to
Yeah.
bounce back 100% from this injury and not let it hinder me.
Yeah.
But definitely in my season of rest, we are pushing this to the fullest.
Period. And I'm so proud of you, praying for a speedy recovery for you so you can get back to your grind and keep inspiring those who, like I said, may be on the same journey as you. Like, I'm trying to get there. Life is crazy. Life is life in right now.
Yeah,
That's
but it
the
starts
say.
with you and at your own pace. It's not
Right.
you rush into. You'll get to it.
Right.
It's a day-to-day process, but once you make it up in your mind that you're capable of, you will get to it. And I forgot to tell you, but look, I'm not even a fan of surgery, but I'm not knocking you for doing it because you felt like that was your way out. But similar to what happened to you, it was one of my biggest fears is to
Mm.
I'm afraid to go that route because so many things could go wrong. And
Yeah.
I feel like people, when you go under the needle, I feel like you gotta do so much work to keep up with it. You might
Yeah.
as well do it naturally, and maybe nobody didn't tell you that before you.
Right. And that's the thing. Like me, I feel like it was the best decision for me at that time. It worked. Everything was good. Everything was flowing fine. But once I fell into a depression state and I knew that I could eat this food, it wasn't gonna do nothing to me. Or I can't even lie, it does do stuff to me. Like even to this day, I still get sick. I can feel my heart beating when I get super full. Like I just so sluggish, or I immediately have to go to the restroom. TMI, but it's just like
It's
it
all
does
right.
stuff to.
You need to tell.
Yeah,
You gotta
like
tell
it.
people. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happens to me now. At that time, that was the best decision for me. To say I would do it again, I probably would if I really ain't had to spend no money like that. I mean, I ain't spent money the first time. I was blessed, but um I probably would do it again because for me it was easier than just going to work out. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So I mean, some people like that's the easy way out. Just like people be like C-section is the easy way out of having a baby. No, it's not. They're both hard.
Yeah, it don't.
So,
To be honest, it don't matter what you do, cause
right.
me just doing it naturally, people always be like, "You didn't get no surgery." First of all, I can't even afford it. But no, I did not get no surgery. I've done it all naturally. Cause if I'd have got some surgery, baby, I would have been had the dream body that I desire.
Okay, wait, do you hear
You know
me?
what I'm saying?
I'm
So
like that. If I would have just stuck with it, and when I
yeah, if
pictures,
you
I'm
do
like,
the
I didn't
work,
appreciate this. I
yeah,
didn't
if you
appreciate
do
it at
the
the time.
work, they got something to say. If you quote
Yeah,
unquote take the easy route out, they got
yeah.
something to say. So that's why I say block out the haters and do what's best for you.
Yeah.
Either way, you get surgery, you still gotta do some type of workout to maintain. You do it
Yeah.
naturally, you still gotta maintain. It's all about consistency and maintaining. And at the end of the day, you literally have to do what's best for you. Like surgery was best for you,
Hmm.
working out naturally is best for me. But at the end of the day, what works for you don't work for me, and vice versa. And
Hmm.
that's the mentality you have to have when you go about any type of journey in your life. Weight loss, life, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You may not work for the next person. So you gotta tackle it at your own rate. And that's what I'm gonna leave with the people. But y'all be great.
Period. Period. This was so
And
good.
thanks again for having me, C, for real.
Thanks again for being here. This was so good. I pray
Pushing me out
someone
of my
was
comfort zone.
inspired. Yes, and I pray that you get many more interviews and things like that so that you can share your story. You have an awesome, inspiring story. And I just love you. Thank you for agreeing. But we're gonna get to work on this merch and all that so we can get this line out there. People need to know what cardio with Kardyy is all about, and they need to hear this story. Thanks again to everyone who's listening, even though we had some technical difficulties, but that's okay. We'll be back again next week with another guest. And thank you so much for listening to Life with CeCe the podcast. Bye, y'all.
Hey, hey.